Generic greetings and welcome to Dredge. Today's beverage is a very nice hearty Bovril, the perfect beverage for traversing the cold and cruel seas. So welcome to Dredge. This is, on the face of it at least, an adventure game about fishing. However, there's also a dark and sinister undertone that underpins the entire experience. Basically, you've got a Lovecraftian eldritch horror type thing going on as well. So very much late to the party when it comes to Dredge. I was looking forward to the game up until its release, and I just didn't get around to playing it for no other reason than priorities, basically. And it wasn't until a friend recommended it after playing it and said, look, you'll really enjoy it, give it a go, and I sort of upped it on the priorities. And it's a shame that I've not played it until now, because it is genuinely one of the best games I've played this year. So highly recommend it. Very much enjoyed it. I was going to say enjoyed because I have completed it, but there's one thing that I haven't done in the game. Actually, there's a couple, but for the purpose of this video, there's one quest or pursuit, as it's called in the game, that I haven't yet done, and I wanted to use that as an excuse to load in the game, play a bit of it, and show you some of this amazing piece of kit here. Now, I should point out there will be spoilers, so this is the fair warning right now if you don't want to have some of the story spoilt. Nothing that's, like, I guess, major that you can't find just browsing the store, but yeah, I want to give fair warning in this video. There will be spoilers. With that said and done, let's go to continue, and we'll load in. So, as I said, there is one pursuit I've not yet done, but we'll get onto that in but a moment. So, welcome to Greater Marrow. This is the first place that you start. The story, loosely anyway, is that basically you're a fisherman and you turn up here for reasons, and you have to start fishing, and you are given a very basic rundown battered boat, and you will have to then undock and then go out and then start to fish using basically a mini game, a very basic mini game. So this is disturbed water here in the coastal waters, high stock, and if we press F we start fishing, and this goes up on the left hand side, but we can use, basically, we press F to sort of skip that along, and it's a bit of a mini game. And we've been given, ooh, a many-eyed mackerel. Ooh, okay, gill plates dotted with eyeballs. Ooh, that's not ideal. That's not the fish we had in mind. And there's also a specimen there. So we've got a weird altered version of the fish. We've also got a rare catch. It's a size 29.90 centimeters, so nearly a foot long. And yeah, basically there's what we normally... Why are we getting all of these weird versions? There we go, there's a basic blue mackerel. Oh, the reason we're getting these weird ones is because I've got some encrusted talisman, which is... yeah, it means you get all of these ones. Anyway, the idea is, as I said, you go out and then you fish and you gather these things, and then you turn around and then you come back and then you basically sell them and then do some upgrades. Now, obviously, at this point in the game, which is, yeah, I've completed it, there's not really any reason for me to catch any more fish. I've got $4.5 grand in the bank. I'm just doing that because, well, we can, and the ship is fully upgraded. So if we go over to things like the research here, you've got all of the rods you can research. Each rod will have a fishing speed as well as the type of catches it can get stuff from, so like the biome. So coastal and shallow, which is where we are now. You've got oceanic, you've got volcanic, mangrove, you've also got engines as well. I've got, again, the top engine stack there, and then you've got different pots that you can put out to catch all manner of crustaceans, and then nets as well, which is like a passive thing that you get as you progress on. You've got like your shipwright as well, where you can obviously buy all of these things from, as well as the dry dock, which is to upgrade the hull in general, so increase your net space and your hull upgrades. Again, fully maxed out on this one. And you may have noticed actually that, oh look, the sun is indeed setting. We have the ever watchful lighthouse up there that is very much a nice thing to see. Pretty much on all places on the map you can see it, and that is obviously deliberate. But it is getting dark now, and on the top it shows the sort of day-night cycle. We've got this other place here. I think this is this Little Marrow? I always forget the name of the places. It is Little Marrow. Okay, fair enough. And I should point out, in the map we are in the middle, so we are in the Marrows here, and obviously different island chains and such. We've also got the Gale Cliffs, we've got the Stellar Basin, Twisted Strand, and Devil's Spine, all which are different in various ways. So it's getting dark now, and we can see, like, basically we've got the light on the front of the boat, which is helping us navigate here. But basically, if we were to, say, turn that off, like so, hang on, turn it off. There we go, it's off. Then, yeah, our visibility is severely reduced, and what happens is we start getting essentially some paranoia, and the meter at the top will start to increase, and we get, ooh, what's all this going on? What's that? We've got this weird sort of, yeah, weird sort of clouds going on, and you'll often see things in the distance. You're not really too sure what's going on. Is that real? Is it not? Why is that there? We can signal a foghorn. No reply back. Sometimes. Oh, there is a reply back. Oh, hang on. Is that a fish? Is that a ship in the distance? I'm sure I saw something. There it is. Yes, there is another boat. There is another boat. There's a boat going that way, so we can maybe try and catch that. But then what happens is you get distracted, and then you realise that actually there's rocks, and you end up crashing into the rocks. This is why you don't want to be out at night. I'm going to just demonstrate something to you here. So we're going to go to haste. This is one of the abilities that we get, and we're going to activate that. And basically, it's going to make our oh, there we go. There's the boat again, and oh, it's not there. So it's going to increase our paranoia essentially, and we're going to see more. We're going to have so there's more stuff going on there, and yeah, as we do this, we're going to get more paranoia. We're going to start seeing more stuff. We're going to start hearing more things. What's that? Oh, that is not good. That doesn't look good at all. Let me just go to the light and put the light on, and yeah, I think that is something that's trying to. That's something that's trying to eat us, isn't it? That's a big fish. That is not a trawler at all. And oh, we've also got some more paranoia going on. And oh, hang on, were those rocks always there? This is my point. It's you often get distracted to a point where, yeah, you really don't want to be going out at night. Now, yeah, those rocks were never here before. I'm fairly confident. What I'm going to do is go to banish, and this again is a late game ability, and it's going to stop that thing coming after us. But you can see at the top the paranoia meter is to the max, so we start seeing all different stuff. And you need to use this as well. Sometimes you need to be paranoid in order to unlock certain things. Anyway, I'm going to dock here, and I'm going to go to sleep, and that basically allows us to calm down, bring it back to normality, just breathe a bit, in and out, and there we go. We're back to a lovely sunrise, and as if it didn't happen. Where's all the rocks that are around here? Oh, wait. That's the experience that the game will give you. So, as I said, we can go and fish here. You've got all manner of things to do and fish, and there's pursuits as well, and the story that goes along with it. But the thing we're going to look at here, if we go over to our cabin and pursuits, this board is full and indeed complete, apart from this one up here. And I think I know what it is. There's different figures. So we've got figure in gold, we've got figure in blue, figure in red, but there's also a figure in purple. And I'm fairly confident you just randomly stumble across these figures as you are exploring. However, I have yet to find the figure in purple, but I think I know where they are. I found the other figures are in and around the area, apart from the stellar basin. So I think it's around here. So that's where we're going to have a look at. The game is called Dredge, and you can indeed dredge up things. So this is Shapes in the Deep, and this is where you are dredging up different materials. So we're doing this. We're going to gather this stuff. I just realised as well we are indeed damaged. So there's a part. You've got this inventory management side of it as well, where you have to sort of, you know, manage the fish in here. This is obviously the biggest boat you can get. Oh, there's a research part, but not that it matters. Yeah, so yeah, we'll have to move things around in the boat and make sure everything's fine. For the purposes of this, we could probably just ditch it. But yeah, let's just boost over here. This boost is very fast and allows us to get places very quickly. However, it does increase that paranoia meter, and also if the heat level goes to the top, you will blow the engines up, and that's suboptimal when you are trying to, well, do anything. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go to the stellar basin here. This is one of the several biomes in the game, and yeah, the less we look down there and certainly go over it, the better. Those are some tentacles that are not so cool. Let's go over to this place here, and this is an area where we can where we can talk to the trader. So this is the travelling trader. They'll go around the different aisles. It takes a while to dock up, apparently. And we're going to go to the shipyard, and obviously we want to repair all of the boat, and that's going to get rid of these bits. So yeah, when you get the sort of damage across the boat, if the damage goes over one of your items, then it's just not going to work. So we're going to sell that, and we're going to sell research part. I mean, can I even do any research? I'm fairly confident research is... We've got everything. I'll just double check for the... Yep, that's all unlocked. That's all unlocked. That's all unlocked. And that's all unlocked. So I might as well just go to... Yeah, to that. And I'm just going to sell the part. There's no reason for that. And we're going to go to sleep again. So resting until dawn. And then we're going to head up north and see if we can find this figure in purple. And yeah, we'll see what they have for us. Lots of jellies here. Some of the fish you can only catch at night. There is in the cabin here and in the encyclopedia. This is all of the different types of things you can catch in the game. It's set up by region or biome, and also the different types of fish. So you've got, there's the cod there, blue mackerel, etc. Then you've also got the different variations or aberrations, and yeah, they're all... Yeah, yeah, you can see what's probably going on there. They've got big teeth and red eyes, and it's something that comes out of Mr. Burns' power plant is what we're getting at here. So I need to go to this island first, and then over to this one. I do think it's the one past that, but let's just do this. There's a research station on the right hand side. Again, you got lots of... You can call them quests, but they're called pursuits in the game, and you can find out more about what's going on. There's a researcher there that was looking into stuff. And you find out more about the area, about the type of people around here, what's going on, and indeed yourself. So this is the smaller of the islands, which I don't think will be inhabited, but you always have to have a look around, and no, not seeing anything there. There's often points of interest that you can interact with. So yes, we'll have to have a check that one out. Oh, it looks like there is indeed some points of interest over here. That is... Looks to be a crashed plane. Okay. Interesting. Can we interact with it? Indeed we can. Oh, hang on. That is not a plane. That is not a plane. That is... I mean... I guess you could... I guess you could sort of call it a hermit crab. If we're being generous. Yeah. Okay. And... Aha. This is who I was looking for. So, you approach a hooded figure. Deep violet robes mask their face completely. Fishermen, feed. The person appears to forget the rest of what they were about to say. Feed the mouth. The hooded figure reveals a scroll. They gesture to a picture shown at the top. It's a tarpon. Okay. So we need to give them a tarpon. I don't have said fish. So, it says it's in the shallows. Now, we could just drive around aimlessly. Another option is to get our spyglass, and we're going to basically look around. And, aha, there it is over there, right over here. Oh, looks like we've got some bad weather coming in. Yeah, there's day-night cycle. There is different weather. The sea does get rougher and more extreme. And... Ooh, it's changing here as well. So, let's catch this thing. So, this is a slightly different mini-game because it's shallow. You've got this sort of circle that increases out, and you just have to match the timing up. And there is what we needed. And again, I mentioned about the lighthouse. You can pretty much always see it from anywhere. It's always a guiding beacon in the dark. Expelling dark superstition and illuminating the way. Or something like that. Over to here then, and we will have a little chat, and they will have probably a little feed. So there is your fish. They hold the fish in front of their face, studying it with a tightened grip. After a few seconds, the fish collapses in on itself under the pressure. The figure looks the gory mess and picks up a heart, placing it onto their tongue. Sustain the mind. They show you another scroll, and that is a horseshoe crab. Okay, so horseshoe crab, I believe, well, I know, can only be caught in nets. Actually, you might be able to get it in nets, but you definitely get it from pots. So we've got to Encyclopedia, and I think it is in the Stellar Basin or Twisted Strand. Let's go through here. And there it is, horseshoe crab. It is in the Twisted Strand. It's 12.50 generic units of currency to sell. Caught in day or night. Oh, and it is only in pots. Now, luckily, I do have a couple of pots that are in the sea next to the trader. Again, the trader is over there. We can just barely see them in the distance there. The lights again. It's a nice guiding beacon for us. So we're just going to boost over before it gets too dark. Like I say, I'm not worried about things much at this stage. Early on, there is a lot more trepidation because of the the visibility that you have. And there is one of the fish. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to pick the whole thing up. Pick the whole thing up. Oh, I can't pick that up. And what's left there? Ah, okay, right. So I have to be careful here. So I picked it up because the pots only last so long. Let's go ahead and... Whoa, that's not docking, that's boosting into the side of it. That's suboptimal. And over to the... no, we don't need this ship, right? Actually, we need the fish market. So it's hold F to sell all. We don't want to do that because, well, basically I want to keep one of these things. So I'm just going to sell away most of this. I can't sell that... Oh, can I send it to storage? I can send it to storage, so I'm just going to do that. You do have a storage that you can access. It's a global storage. You can access it globally, no matter where you are, traders or whatever. So yeah, I was picking up these things here, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. And the reason you pick it up is because it becomes damaged. They only last a certain amount of time. So the very early ones, they don't last long at all, really. Whereas these ones, not so much. Let's go back over to the shipyard. This time I'm going to repair all because we're repairing these two pots. In fact, the one's 7 days there. I am gonna sell it. I will discard it. I have... Oh, actually, I don't need to discard it. I will go over here and buy... Where is it? It is... No, it's not in there. It's in the fish market. You buy the pots from the fish market. There's a 9-day pot that's also got a 6x5 capacity, so just better. And I guess we'll sell that. So, ooh, I do really want to hold F because that's sell all fish. Sell that. And sell. Is it going to get rid of the one in storage? It hasn't got rid of the one in storage. Good. That's fine. So we're going to send that back to our boat. This is some of all the stuff I've collected throughout the years. Yeah, that's an engine. That's a propeller clamped onto a heart. Yeah, that's also a small scrap of paper. Don't know what that does yet, but I'm itching to find out. We've got different baits which you can fling out to bring more of the fish together. Yeah, lights and such. Probably could sell them, but hey-ho. So I'm just going to undock here, and we're going to go to our wheelie good time, and we're going to go up to the crab pots, and yeah, the convex wheel allows us to select this, and then it says on the left-hand side, plenty. So if we just dump that in there, and dump that in there. I haven't found real reason not to just place them next to this, but then I'm inexperienced when it comes to the crustacean pots. Anyway, let's go to rest here, and we'll go back and we'll give this fish to the fellow that's on the side of the rocks. So over to haste and boost. Let's go. So we're just going to go straight over here and see. Every time I've done this, they've always required 3 types of fish or food. So we're going to hand over the second one, and we'll be asked most likely to get another one. So sustain the mind. We're going to say there you go. All right, the figure turns the crab over to expose its soft underbelly. They scoop out its innards with the sharp fingernails, consuming them blindly. Consume the sky, and they want a... It's a barylai. Okay. So let's have a look at that then. So opening up once again our cabin, and there's the pursuit there. So we're on to the next task. That's good. So encyclopedia, we know it's abyssal, and this thing. So it is caught in the Stellar Basin, day or night, and with a rod. So fine. Let's go and have a look at that then. So it's Stellar Basin. So it's over here. I guess we could take out our spyglass. There's some dredge. You do get different loot. is not really the right term, but you get different things you can find. It's probably quite difficult to navigate when when it's quite rough. No, I'm not seeing anything there. I'm gonna go inside. Yeah, so you find like different pieces of treasure and stuff, often on shipwrecks or just floating around, different trinkets and things to sell. So let's go ahead and check this out. So, not in there. Not around there. How curious. Would have thought I'd spotted it now. Double check that. Encyclopedia. Stellar basin. With a rod, day or night. Okay. Stellar basin. Anglerfish, hammered shark. We're just going to go around the outside here. Oh, here we go. So this is some of the things I mentioned. You've got a rock. It's also glowing. Nope, it's not a rock again. Alright, let's go around here. Yeah, very annoyed that animal. So it did say Stellar Basin. It's not in the shallows. Definitely said abyssal. I'm sure I've seen one of them over here before. I think I just spotted there. There it is. Barrel-eye. Boost, boost, boost. So all this time, obviously, we've been spending just... There we go, I've got one. I'm going to pick one up, another one, because we can. Often it's good just to completely fish out, especially if you've got a bit more time. But yeah, speaking of time, we've been spending time looking for this thing. Ah, Void Eye. Oh, that actually looks quite cool. I like the colours on it. But the point is that the sun's going down, and it's very, very easy to get caught out with that. And then you start to panic and rush back and blow the engines up, and yeah. Also, we finished... That's lightning. We finished nautical engineering. So one of the things you do is you get these books that do certain things. They're just statistical bonuses for most of the time. So yeah, you need to just be aware of those. And shall I show you what the engine's blowing up looks like? And boom, there you go. So there's a big bang. Jet drive engine damaged. You can still drive around, or at least this boat can, because if we go to the shipyard here, it's blew up that, but let's repair all. So we've still got engine stack and 1, 2, 3, 4 of the jet drives, so it's fine. If you only have one engine, you basically slow down to very much a crawl. One thing I haven't really touched on as well is the fishies. So they are, you get this different sizes, different types. It tells you what they are, different variations, and also how fresh they are. So they will go off if you have them in your hold for a day or two. Then they will deteriorate. They go to like a fresh, not so fresh, like decomposing, and then basically rot. It just rots in the hold. And yeah, let's go to rest. And as you're traversing the areas, you can have things come on board the boat. You have random, I was going to say evolutions, but that's not really the right term. Mutations is probably a better one, where yeah, things go a little bit awry. So another morning, another great day to go and have a little sail about the place in our lovely boat. So we've seen a couple of the biomes. The starting one, we've seen this place, which is, I'm going to say tropical, not really. We've got this one, which is, we're coming up to the, is it the abyssal? Twisted Strands, should I say. That's very much sort of mangrove-y type areas. You've also got the Devil's Spine, which is very rocky and volcanic, and then finally the Gale Cliffs, which is actually beautiful. It's got nice cliffs, as you might imagine, and yeah, it is very pretty. We may go and have a look later on. So, consume the sky. Let's have have that fish there, matey. The figure begins to consume the fish head first, gnashing teeth, searching for the heart of the thing. When the fish is halfway gone, they stop and throw it aside. They take a book from inside their robe and give it to you. Sky will fall. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. And I believe that is it. We have been given a book, which is Pushing the Limit Engines. We haven't read it. We're doing the other one. We've got... There we go. I think that's all of the noted pursuits. The board doesn't look like it can fill another one, but there are obviously other achievements. Okay, that's cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much that completed. Right, what I'm going to do is use the Manifest ability, and this basically teleports us back to, to here, and that is, again, an ability that you will get. Actually, not late in the game. It's actually more quite early, indeed, probably quite mid. You've got, obviously, points of interest that we've mentioned, so there's a shipwreck there, what's going on. You've got bottles that you find as well, so we've got things like, yeah, these messages here, and they all give you a sort of slice of life, and what's going on, and you sort of have to piece together the story, and it is deliberately not giving you everything because, well, that's the whole idea. The game has to have doubt. It has to not just spoon feed the story. It has to say, you know, what is your interpretation? Are you sure about this one? That whole paranoia thing is what we mentioned previously. So welcome to the Gale Cliffs. This is a lovely place. It is a bit better now that I've used copious amounts of dynamite to blast holes in half of these. A lot of these were sealed off. But yeah, we can dock up to this once bustling whaling town that's now basically got a retired whaler and a resident. And oh, they have a lovely doggo. And there's a retired whaler, which I've recently returned their brother to them. They were on another area. So we've done some good in the world. Anyway, we are going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Dredge. Again, a bit more rambly, a bit more aimless than perhaps a lot of the other videos, but I don't mind that. That's nature of the beast, I guess. But yeah, genuinely one of the best games I've played this year. Highly recommend it. Really want to play more. I will be personally going through and getting all of the fish. I've got 102 fish discovered of 128. There's lots of different variations that I haven't got. Some of these you have to get at certain times of day using different collection methods, so whether it be trawling or pots or rods in the night. Yeah, there's lots of stuff and definitely a lot of game here. And yeah, this is something that I really want to do a series on from the start, where we go through and discover things together, upgrade, fish, and be freaked out beyond all belief. Because that, again, is the nature of the game. If you want to see that sort of thing, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you think of this little run-through. Do you like this this format of being just a little bit more casual and chill, even though we're freaked out at the start? But yeah, as always, comments in the comments, and we'll go from there. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.